the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Gators will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Gators offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. There's Tramell Jones Jr., a freshman out of the state of Florida. A recruit this coaching staff really was much higher on than a lot of the services, and man, did that pay off as he won the job to start the season. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to Ball. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Snap it to the back. There's some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Finds his man down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
The Gators looking to convert on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pulls and fires complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Gators decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Fletcher.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Throwing, Mensah. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Turns it on down the left side. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, it's Fletcher. Maybe some room here. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. Beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
It's 3rd and 5. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Jones wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Sends it back in motion. Makes the grab. It's ball. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry of the season. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The RPO, full right, looking for the chains. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Tackled there by the defense.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Jones to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together. A really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points. But a chance to tie this up going into the half. And considering this offense hasn't played great, that would be a big win.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
So nice when you're an offense and you're getting these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Fast completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Unloads quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Fletcher. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Mensah to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Caught! They will score! Touchdown, Miami!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it in, it's Lofton. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Pryor. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And Man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
So now it's 2nd and long. Jones wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Got it. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's
runs through a man, and he might have some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Canes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Might be changing the route. Jones to throw. Turns it loose. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful if you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback. It's not a good sign for this offensive line.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll take it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs. And it's USC with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside the swamp. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
The Gators head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And you got to expect this up.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off-play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Mensah. He uncorks one deep. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do.
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Here's Jaden one more time. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Jones to throw. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after it. Puts it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line, it's Mays. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Ball. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Swings it out to the flat. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
And that is exactly what you want on third down defense, man. You want to drop back, and you want to make sure the ball doesn't get pushed down the field past the sticks, and then you rally up and tackle. Now, it's sometimes easier said than done, but he does a great job breaking on the football, making sure he doesn't get the first down.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida! The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, Mensah. A little screen to the running back. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short.
Bingo, Ruben.
Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Handoff, Jaden running left. Powers through the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cut.
Makes the catch. Touchdown Gators. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll line up for a second down play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Wide open downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll go to the counter play. Picks up the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Here's Mensah to throw. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go.
There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Gets it to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Jones to throw. That's caught. It's Singleton. Still running at the 40. All out of space. Touchdown, Florida. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Mensah makes the grab. It's Fletcher. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Gonna look downfield again. Going for it all. He caught it. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The Hurricanes back on top. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. He's got him. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not wide enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Running through contact. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gators! He ran through 2 men on his way to the end.
And that is an outstanding effort offensively to score again. But what's been going on with the tackling defensively, that's been the biggest issue. Sometimes football just comes down to fundamentals or lack thereof. And that's been the case defensively. Just not able to wrap up and get these offensive players onto the ground. 2 huge broken tackles on that long explosive play. And that's been the story for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He's got his man across the middle. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gets the back moving. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mensah gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He's got it on the move, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Hurricanes back on top.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Canes want to pick up the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage. And
he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey guys, here on the Florida sideline, this has been a really positive start for this transfer tight end. He came in with a lot of preseason hype, but he has delivered here in his first start. They have gone to him early and often, and he has lived up to all the hype. He's getting along with his teammates, joking, laughing down here on the sideline. This seems like it is a good fit for this team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Ball again. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida.
And he punches it in the end zone. And man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they've made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us on our way to victory. And he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll try to take it back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Handoff for Ball. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it.